Can our dreams tell us about the future? Can our guardian angels speak to us in our dreams? Surviving Cancerland, Intuitive Aspects of Healing, is all about dreams that heal all of our life crises, as seen on Dr. Oz, which will be available on Amazon. My book is available on Amazon, but Dr. Oz and me are going to be doing a show together, and it will be the first or second week in December. The reason I'm doing the show just by myself tonight is because I had to pack and get ready to head out to New York to do the taping of the Dr. Oz show. So what I wanted to share with you is some of the things that I'm going to be talking about on that show. And I'm taking it right out of my book, which I sent to Dr. Oz and to all of his producers. And it's from chapter 4. It's called Mithra Meets Godzilla. So I'm going to read a little passage to you on the very end of chapter 4. And then I just want to talk to you about the survival keys in the back of this chapter, which I think are important for everyone going through any type of crisis. So I'm actually getting ready to be wheeled into surgery. The doctors still don't know that I have breast cancer. I had to convince them to do exploratory surgery. My dreams were telling me I had the cancer. The doctors were telling me I was healthy and to go home. So I finally convinced my doctor by using a feather given to me by a spirit guide in my dream. He told me to use that feather the next day as a sword to cut through all the words that my doctor was going to tell me in order to convince me to go home because I was healthy. And this spirit guide comes to me dressed as a Franciscan monk. Why a monk? I have no idea. I have no monks in my family. I'm not Catholic. I don't know why he comes to me as a monk, but he does. And his hood is always up, so I cannot see him. I can't see his face. Actually, he kind of looks like the Grim Reaper. If you've ever seen any of those cards, it's definitely something that gets your attention, even in your dream. You kind of freeze and you're like, whoa, what is that? So I'm in the hospital. I'm lying on the gurney, and I am getting ready to be wheeled into surgery, exploratory surgery, when everybody thinks that there's really nothing wrong with me. So as I drift off, I wonder about grief, illness, and survival. Statistics state that grief can cause illness. A broken heart can be deadly. Can a broken heart be seen on an MRI? How long does it take to mend a broken heart, Mom? So I'm kind of talking to my mom in my mind as I'm getting wheeled in, because she's died of cancer only 6 months before I'm diagnosed. And I'm still grieving her death. And now I'm grieving my own life because I don't know that I'm not going to die. I know I have cancer and the doctors don't. So in the survival keys in the back of chapter 4, the first one is laugh until it heals. Find the joy. Find the funny bone in whatever your crisis is. Look for it. Find it, because it can make the difference between life and death. Laugh until it heals. Laugh until it hurts. It's healing so well. The next key, learn to dance in the rain. This is a really important key. Learn to dance in the rain, because life isn't about waiting for the endless storms to pass. It's about learning to dance in the rain and in the wind. If you wait for the perfect time to heal, it's never going to come. You're not in heaven. We're on the earth plane. Crap happens all the time. So learn to dance despite it. Just kind of wipe it off of you. Let the rain wash it off and go out and dance in that rain. One of my favorite pictures I've ever seen was of two people in love dancing out on a beach. in the rain, and there was like a house servant holding an umbrella over the top of them while they danced in the rain. And that's what you've got to do in your life, and know that rather than a house servant, you have your spirit guide holding that umbrella over your head. Have a good time. Laugh while you are dancing in that rain. If you can't think of anything to laugh about, if absolutely nothing seems funny, fake it till you make it. Just keep laughing until you change your own perspective on your life that you're in at that time. Remember, laughter is contagious, and it changes your vibration. So when you're really sad and you're really down, because it's usually not just one thing that does it. If you think about it, it's usually a bunch of things. You know, you're already in a bad mood because, plans that you made fell through. Then you go out, you can't get your car to start. So then you get really angry. You call AAA and they can't come for 2 hours, and it's building and it's building. That's when you just sit back on your car, on the roof of your car, and you laugh. And you just laugh and laugh and laugh over nothing. Just get that vibration changed. Turn it all around. And all of a sudden, you'll start to notice things will fall into place. AAA will call you back. Oh, somebody just finished. They're on their way. Somebody else calls you back. Yes, we had to change this in our plans, but it's still open. We're just going to change it to that. And things start to fall into place. Why? Because that's what they do when you change your vibration with laughter. Things just work out. And the last one, face your setbacks in life knowing you will move forward. Don't believe you're going to move forward. Know it, because haven't you ever had a setback before in your life? Surely you've had one. And however many years you've been alive, did you never get over that setback? Did you never move forward? That's the difference between believing and knowing. You know you can do it. Why? Because you've done it. Fall back on that knowledge and know you're going to move forward. Life often seems like it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back. That's because it is. Life is a dance. Dancing in the wind, dancing in the rain, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, kind of like a waltz. So when life throws challenges, crises in your way, dance over them. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Know you're not alone. You've got your spirit guide who's out there holding the umbrella above your head. You've got your knowledge, not your belief, your knowledge that you can get through it because you've gotten through it before. And here's the really important one. If you reach a point where you never ever have a crisis, you are never ever challenged, you never have to move forward, pinch yourself because you might be dead. It's just not going to happen while you're alive. You're going to be challenged. And that's reassuring. It lets you know you're still learning. As long as there is movement and as long as there is learning, you're alive. Next thing you might want to do is what I did. Take your experiences. Write them in a journal. Take that journal. Turn it into a book. Publish your book. Publish your experiences, because there's nothing more comforting to someone than to pick up a book or see an internet TV show like this and say, you know what? I'm not the only one. I'm not the only person going through this. And there's just something really special in knowing that you're not alone. So I'm just going to take a second right now to read a short advertisement for our TV show. With 3.5 billion people shouting for your attention on the internet today, it's harder than ever to be heard. But that's not a problem. with New World International Internet TV, you'll be heads above your competition worldwide by also being seen. According to a 2016 report by LearnLife.com, people who hear information only remember 10% of it 3 days later. However, when you mix audio and visual, like a video, it allows for an 80 to 90% retention 3 days later. So, and also a video link from any shows that you may have done has a 97% chance of being opened over all other contact sources. So video is really, really valuable. Don't let a single opportunity go to waste. What would you tell someone thinking of joining New Earth International Internet TV as a show host? I'd say don't wait. Join today and start building your tomorrow with confidence and success you can see. You can always contact me if you've got more questions at catcan@comcast.net, and that's KATKAN at comcast.net. So to wrap up our show today, I'd like to remind you, crisis is life, letting you know you're still in the game. So embrace it, learn from it, and continue to dance in that rain. My book, Surviving Cancerland, The Intuitive Aspects of Healing, which we are going to be talking about on Dr. Oz, is available on Amazon. And my website is KathleenO'KeefeCanavas.com. And if you go to my Facebook pages over the next 4 or 5 days, while I am in New York shooting for the Dr. Oz show, I'm going to be putting up all kinds of information on there. Video, pictures of Dr. Oz, picture of the studio. It's going to be a blast. So join me on Facebook at Kathleen O'Keefe Canavas. That's my Facebook page. I'm going to be posting it right onto the page, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So join us. Join the party. And you never know, you might be on Dr. Oz someday too, especially if your message is great. You put it in a book, and then you have internet TV to spread your message. Someone's going to see it, and they're going to call you. So until next Monday night, 5 Pacific Time, 8 Eastern Standard Time, this is Kat Canavas saying, have a great week, and I'll see you next week. Good night, everyone.